Welcome back. I'm speaking louder this time. I know that was a problem last time, and I'm going to explain system.out that print line hello world. Okay. First of all, if you were listening in the last tutorial, com.supersaucelord.youtube. What do these dots mean? They mean slashes. So, as system.out that print line would suggest, system is a package with just one folder. Out is a file in that package, a class. Out is a class file in that package. And print line is a method in that class, inside of that package. And a method is just a block of code that gets executed when you want it to be, when you call the method into action. And if you remember last time, I said things about parameters, meaning like if you say if I called system.out that print line, if I called the method print line, I'll give it the parameters, the string parameter hello world. What that means is that this is a parameter. What happens is when you call it, you can enter a parameter in, and it will do math with that parameter, and not just numbers, not a specific number. That parameter can be a variable, and or it could just be a normal number that takes a variable in the class. I'll show you an example in the next in this tutorial. Actually, I'll show you examples of stuff. And yeah, in a few tutorials I'll show you examples of method parameters. But inside the print line method, it has instructions for the computer to read, so it can print whatever's in these parentheses right in there. Whatever's in these whatever's in these. Okay? That's simple. Now, I'm going to teach about every variable, okay? Int. Okay, first of all, mathematical variables. I'm only going to explain two of them, actually, because it's the other ones are less commonly used, except for like long. So, first of all, you're going to be fine with int I. Okay, I'm going to first teach you how to declare a variable. What you do is put the variable type, this variable being int, in that variable, and then the variable name. Now an int is basically a whole number with no numbers after the decimal point. So if I set this equal to 0, it would be fine. But if I set this equal to 1, that'd be fine. But if I set this equal to 1.2, it would throw an error, because an int is short for integer, and integers are whole numbers. So this equals 1. Just like that. Now, what if you do want a floating point number with numbers past the decimal? Then you would do this. Double D. They don't have to be called D. It's just short because it's the first letter of the name, and I don't really have a name. I could call it like my double or something. Whatever. Double D. I'll set that equal to 0. That would work. I'll set that equal to 1. That would work. What about 1.2? That would also work. Now there's a problem with doubles in Java. If I took this double, if I turn this into a double, my other D, I'll put that equal to 1.2. Well, I'm going to print And if you remember, it will print out whatever's in here. But what if you want to print out a variable? You can do that too. D. It's gonna print out what? 1.2. Because D is equal to 1.2. But what if I want to print out these plus each other? I just put D plus my other D, and there shouldn't be a thing here. There. Plus my other D. What is this? Oh wait, I did that. Okay. D plus my other D. What would it equal? Should equal 2.4. But if you have, yeah, maybe this. Let's try to get an error out of these. Oh, okay. How about that? It should be 2. What? Something's not going right here. Okay. Well, I guess that problem's been fixed. As you can see, I'm not like an expert at this. Just a guy. But let me just show you more number operators. Obviously, I'm just gonna show you operations. Okay, here's the ones: plus plus, minus minus, plus equals, minus equals, divided equals, and times equals. And then just times. No, then it's just plus, minus, times, divided by. Okay, all of these are different ones, right? Plus plus increments it, adds 1 to this number. So if I did this, int I equals 0, I plus plus system dot out print line I, if I wanted to, if I want to print, oh yes, that brings me to another point. This language is case sensitive. Anyways, I will print 1 because 0 plus 1 is 1. It adds 1. Now, if I want to minus minus, guess what it's going to do? It's going to subtract. It's going to be negative 1. Now, if I plus equals 1, it's going to add 1, or it's going to add, let me just, plus 10. It's the same thing as saying I plus, okay, I equals I plus 10. It's just adding 10 to the value of I. So now it should be 10. Very simple. Very simple. And then minus equals the same thing. I'm running low on time here. It's just minus equals 2. I'm going to subtract 2 from 0. It stores negative 2 in I because 0 minus equals 2. It's negative 2. And then divided equals the same thing, you know. It's still going to be 0 because you can't divide 0. 0 times 2, it's going to be 0. And then those aren't really used. The divided equals and plus equals, and divided equals I've never really seen in use. And times equals I've never really seen in use. And then just the normal ones, you know, plus 10 equals I, maybe. I. Okay, well, to do this. Well, yeah, I'm running on time. These are just, you know, whatever. It's just plus minus, you know, 10 divided by 0. It's gonna, yeah, well, that's impossible. Great, me. 0 times 10 is gonna be 0, you know, just whatever, just multiplication, division, things you learned. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a like. Farewell.